Hi, hello, welcome back. I meant to film this last month, but
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Stuff
You just
happened.
can't get into it because they would never.
So anyway, I'm here now, halfway through February. Ready to talk about my 2025 art goals, even though it feels slightly pointless because it is no longer the beginning of the year, but whatever. We're here, we're doing this. I saw a bunch of other people make videos like this, and I thought it was a really fun little idea. So I thought I would do the same, especially since I have an actively updating webcomic. I thought it would be fun to do a little 2024 in review and a little look ahead at what I've got planned for the next 10 and a half months. Yes, that's right. I can kind of do math sometimes. Alright, so the first part is just going to be a look back at last year and all of the achievements and stuff that I did art-wise, plus a couple of not art-related ones, but ones that were personal achievements for me, and I feel like they are very worth mentioning. And then I'm going to get into plans and goals for 2025. Two biggest accomplishments for 2024. I got accepted into the Spider Forest webcomic collective, which has been a goal of mine for years at this point. I'm still reeling a little bit. Can't believe that actually happened. It's been fantastic. And then second biggest achievement, I brought Saffron Wave out of hiatus and I finished chapter 4 finally. I'm counting those as one thing because when I first went on hiatus it was in the middle of chapter 4. So coming out of hiatus and finishing that chapter are just one achievement. Following that, I drew 17 new pages for Saffron Wave. I edited and did minor-ish redrawing stuff on 10 pages, which is like the majority of the chapter. I drew technically 6 pages for Oh Holy Hex. Only one of those was for the main comic. The other 5 were for the Comic Fury zine that I did last year. But I'm still counting those because those were comic pages and they were from that story. It counts. Other things happened art-wise last year. I had my first artist showcase. It was just a small little thing at work, but that was still really fun. I'm really glad I did that. Somehow I managed to successfully juggle 3 concurrent zines on top of switching jobs. I still don't know how I managed that, but I did. I want to say that I'm never going to do that again, but I kind of have 3-ish, 4 overlapping projects again this year, but it's fine. It's under control. I've got it. 2 of those zines were comics that I had to draw, so that's one of those was the one that I drew the comic for A Holy Hex for. The other one was another 5-page little comic. Lots of comics last year. It was great. Hopefully I can keep up that momentum. See, I did at least 1 art exchange that I can really remember. Because we did a little Secret Santa thing for the Spider Forest, and that was fun. I don't think I did any others. I don't really do those very often anymore, because it takes me forever to draw. I started building my own website for my portfolio. It's still not done at this point. I'm hoping I can get that done at some point this year. And I also bought my own domain for that, so at least for the time being, it's kellerybird.com. Which is great because now I need to order new business cards. I'm probably going to be... I feel like this is like a really bad business practice, but I'm probably going to be changing my username later this year. Not that I really dislike Kellerybird in any capacity. I still like it a lot. I don't know. I want to do something different. It's just I want to get away from like the Kel part that I've been using in my username for the past, I don't even know how many years at this point, like 10 years almost, I think. But I don't know. I'm still a little up in the air about that, just again because like that's a lot of stuff I'm gonna have to change. I just bought this domain name that will, be rendered obsolete. I'm probably going to. I've been thinking about it for a while now, and like it's been a couple months and it's still something that I very much want to do. So I'm probably going to go through it, but I don't know. It won't be anytime soon. It probably will be after April at the earliest, because I do have an event that I'm doing in April that I registered under my current username. So just for simplicity's sake, I'm not going to do any changes before that. This is not like banger status on any other scale except my own personal one, but I made one banger YouTube video last year, and that was my video about how I will never be successful on Webtoon. I'm mad at myself that it took so long to actually get that one done, since I had the script written for forever. I'm really proud of that. Hopefully I can have another good video that comes out at some point this year, and maybe then I'll be able to consistently make good videos. Well, who knows? Other achievements from 2024, not art related, but worth mentioning nonetheless. I went to a car dealership by myself, and I walked out of there with the exact car that I wanted at a price that I could manage. I'm very proud of myself for that. My whole life, car dealerships have just been this like super big, intimidating experience. And, you know, you're there for hours with nothing to do while the salespeople are hemming and hawing, trying to get you to buy whatever. Granted, I was there for like 4 hours, but I wore them down and I got my dream car with perfectly manageable monthly payments by myself. I'm so insanely proud of myself for doing that. Especially because, like, all the memories that I have of being in car dealerships prior, you know, we were there until, you know, like 7, 8 o'clock at night for, you know, whatever. I was like 13. I didn't care about the reasons. All I knew was, like, I'd wasted my whole day sitting in this car dealership while parental figure was, you know, dealing with the salespeople. So it was always this, like, really terrible, drawn-out, soul-sucking process like the DMV, but somehow worse. But I managed to go by myself. No help whatsoever. Get the exact car that I wanted, all the bells and whistles and then some, without having to pay an arm and a leg for it. Like, that will always be one of the crowning achievements of my life now. This is an achievement to me. This is an accomplishment. Got this guy. Adopted my little stinky boy. Little eepy boy. He looks so mad now that I woke him up. I'm so sorry. So we adopted Aang. We'd been wanting a third cat for a while, but because we were moving around so much and we were in really tiny apartments and stuff, we never like felt like we were in a good place to adopt a third cat. Yeah, I have a bad habit of just going and looking at like pet adoption websites and just like going and like browsing through all the pictures and stuff every now and then, because I did really want a third cat. And then I saw his picture on the local Humane Society website, and I'm just like, yeah, we're getting a third cat. This was our first time getting a kitten. This was my first time ever adopting a kitten. So it's been an experience, but I love him very much. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, so that's it for 2024 achievements. I've had the script sitting around for like a month at least, and nothing else has really come to mind, so I'm pretty sure that's everything, or at least everything that was like super worth mentioning. So let's get into what I have planned for the rest of this year. First one, obviously, start chapter 5 of Saffron Wave. That's already working on that. I've got 4 pages sketched. I have the cover art done. That is on track. Ideally, I've been saying this for years at this point. Ideally, I would like to get to the point where I can update the comic twice a week instead of just once a week. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that with chapter 5, but I'm hoping I will be able to do that with chapter 6. Because I'm trying to build up these habits of like working on certain things ahead of time. Like last year when I was working on chapter 4, I had the majority of the chapter 5 script done already. So I'm hoping I can keep the script at least 1 or 2 chapters ahead of what I'm currently working on. That way, when it comes to like prepping pages and like sketching and all that stuff, and like I'll just be ready to go. And I can build up and maintain a good buffer to the point where I can update more than once a week. Definitely chapter 6, maybe chapter 5. We'll see. The next, contribute to both editions of Comic Fury Zine for 2025. The themes for this year are demonic spirits and angelic beings, which I have a comic where the main characters are half demon, half angel. It was made for me. So I'm going to try and contribute to both editions. I've started working on the demonic spirits one because the applications for that one open in April, and they're changing the process this year to where you need to have your submission completed so you can submit it as part of your application. So I've already started working on that. I've got 1 page done. We're good. That's on track. The angelic beings starts in August, I think. So I'll have time after the demonic spirits ones. I'll have, a little bit of wiggle room where I can give myself a break from that before I have to start working on the next one. This also ties into my other goal of working on Oh Holy Hexmore. Even though it's not the main comic, it is still working on the comic technically. So I'm counting that towards that goal. I would also like to start working on regular comic pages and move the overall story forward a little bit more. That's probably going to have to wait until after April though, because my lifelong dream of doing an artist alley is going to come true in April. We're doing a little artist alley at my day job as part of my county's local art week event. Last year I just did the showcase, but this year, because we've booked the event space and stuff, we can actually be there as vendors and we can sell things. And I'm super excited because this is I've been wanting to table at SAC Anime for years, but this is going to be the perfect test run. And I'm so insanely excited. We got the news about that earlier this week, and that's all I've been wanting to think about. So I'm going to be selling some prints in a couple different sizes. I'm also going to be doing stickers, but I still need to draw the stickers. And this is happening in the middle of April. So I don't really have a lot of time to spend on a lot of stuff. Fortunately, all the art that I want to use for the prints and stuff is done already, so I just need to get those printed. But I need to draw the majority of the stickers. I've got 2 done already, but everything else still needs to be drawn. And ideally, I would like to get all of the new art done no later than the middle of March so that I have enough time to order everything so it can get here in time. And then since I brought it up, I am hoping to table at SAC Anime this summer. I'm planning on doing art for the t-shirt contest. SAC Anime is really great in that if you submit for one of their art contests, if you win, you get a table and 2 Artist Alley badges. That's your prize for winning. So I'm hoping the design that I've come up with for the shirt wins, obviously. So that I can table at SAC Anime too in September. That'd be a dream come true for me. Especially because that is, for all intents and purposes, a local convention. It's in Sacramento, which is a couple hours away from where I live, but local enough. We'll see how that goes. Final goal for 2025. I'm going to finish these sketchbooks. I've had this one since 2021. I am a little over halfway through. I've got that much left. That's not terrible. This one of my lovely Komun Harangi dotted journals. I've had this one since 2019, February 2019. So I've had this one for literally, it says February 19th, 2019. I've had this one for almost literally 6 years. And I still have, that's about the same amount as in the other, same amount of pages as the other one, but I've still got, these are also thinner pages though, so I still got quite a lot. At the very least, I want to fill this one. I can't believe I've had this one for 6 years, almost to the day. It's February 14th right now. That one was started on February 19th, 2019. Oh my god. that has seen all of my major artistic growth for the past 6 years. Not really art related, but like I really want to like do better cosplay. I went to a Baldur's Gate 3 meetup at SacAnime back in January. That was a lot of fun. And I figured since my hair is this nice like silvery kind of color, if I get some purple foundation and some red contacts, then I could do a little Minthara cosplay. I finally have her in my current party in my most recent run that I've been doing, and I love her so much. So I thought it'd be fun to do a Minthara cosplay. Especially because at the meetup that I went to, there were like 3 or 4 different Astarians. There was one Shadowheart, one Gale, and then I was Tav. I have a little like reusable name tag that I bought that says, "Hello, my name is Tav," and everybody freaking loved it. But I think it'd be really fun to do an actual like character too, and Minthara seems like one of the easier characters. I'm probably not going to do armor just because it's still pretty hot in September and I don't want to roast. I might try and do like some modified version of her camp clothes because I'm not... Her camp clothes are very revealing and I just... I can't. So I might... Part of me wants to just do like one of those like bodysuit things, but I feel like that might also get pretty hot, so I don't know. A bodysuit like for the top, and then just like attach it to like her camp clothes vest top thing. And then just do makeup on like my face, neck, and my arms. I haven't thought that far ahead. I've been so focused on trying to find makeup that I could use to get the purple skin. I haven't really thought too much about the outfit yet. That is it. Thank you for listening to me ramble for however long this video ends up being. Take care of yourselves. I will see you next time. Bye. That's fine. I guess the lighting in here is going to suck regardless. I'm very orange in this. Oh my god. Okay. There we go. That's better. Okay. Dang, you look so despondent. So the first part of this video, if I could stop being so orange, thank you. Fountain Fury, my archive, please. I did not realize that I didn't post the majority of the second half of chapter 4 from my computer. So I don't have all my files where they should be. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I didn't realize that I hadn't like gotten my stats down that I wanted to talk about before I started recording, so I had to do some quick math. Honestly, I'm really glad that my hair is silver. I feel like this would be a nightmare if I had pink hair and it just would not color correct. You can see this one. I don't know if it's like flipped in the camera, but I've had this one since July of 2021. Please turn on, you are my backlight. Thank you.